Hi, and welcome to the What If League. Today I'm continuing the episode where Gareth Bale is signed by Manchester United for £79 million from Real Madrid. This is part two of the experiment, and if you remember in the first part, we saw that Gareth Bale fitted in well in the Manchester United squad, although I would say not very impressive. Manchester United won one FA Cup and one Europa League title. They did not manage to win the Premier League or the Champions League during the first four seasons. Now I have done further 3 more years into the future so that we can see what was the overall impact of Bale's transfer. And first, we are going to start with the Premier League and the performance of Manchester United in the next 3 years. Last time we left off, the Premier League was won by Manchester City, as you can see in season 2020-21, with 89 points, one more than second place Tottenham, and Manchester United finished fourth that year. If we move 1 year into the future, we can see that Manchester City won the title again by a 6 point margin against second place Tottenham. Manchester United are once again fourth placed. They did not manage to climb up the ladder here. Next year, Manchester City defending their title again, and they are really dominant in the English Premier League in this period. Now they are 10 points above second placed Arsenal. Manchester United are claiming another fourth position. And in the final season of this experiment, Manchester United climbed to second place, but Manchester City have won the title for another time, and this time with a 10-point cushion compared to their City neighbors. All in all, this means 6 titles out of 7 for Manchester City, and only Tottenham managed to sneak one league win in this period of our experiment for the 7 years, starting 2017-18 and ending 2024. Now let's have a quick look at Gareth Bale himself. As you can see, in year 2024, he has already retired. He is 34 and a manager. He has not prolonged his playing career too much. If we look at his career stats, we can see that in the last 3 seasons, his average rating has been going down. He is not impacting games as much as he would like, and overall, he did not make the great impact on Manchester United that many of the fans are hoping for. Let's have a quick look who replaced Bale in the Manchester United squad. We can see Simmons, Aaron Simmons. I'm not familiar with that player, so he's a regen. Okay, obviously this is not the true replacement for the left wing. Let's have a quick look at the team and understand who is their star left winger. I'm just going to quickly apply a filter here just to have a quick look who is playing on that left wing. Maybe that's going to help us. Federico Bernardeschi is definitely the player who sticks out at first. Along Marcus Rashford, we can see that Anthony Martial is no longer in the team. He has been sold, and there is no clear favorite here for the left wing spot. We can see that Angel Gomes is playing there from time to time. He is the left central midfielder, but he's also capable of playing on the wing. And also we see here a Serbian player, Armin Djerlek. I'm not familiar with that player. He's a real player, not a regen. Let me see, where is he coming from. So he started the game in Partizan Belgrade, then he moved to Sao Paulo, Brazil. Very interesting turn of events here, Serbian player going to play in Brazil, and then was bought by Manchester United a year ago for £10 million. And he's actually making quite the name for himself, already valued at 46 million. Now, before I complete this experiment, I want to quickly have a look at the European competitions and how did things pan out there for Manchester United. Maybe they won another trophy. Last time we left off, Europa League was won by Liverpool. Let's see what happened in the next 3 years. In the next season, Athletic Bilbao won the title after defeating Roma in the final 2-1. Athletic Bilbao qualified by eliminating Spartak Moscow, also Arsenal and Villarreal on their way to the final. In the next year, Leicester defeated Arsenal. That was an all-English final in the Europa League. Leicester defeated Arsenal 2-1. Before that, they also defeated Dynamo Kiev, Leverkusen, and the Spanish Valencia. And in the very last season, the title went to England again. Chelsea won 2-1, and they brought Europa League to the Stamford Bridge. They defeated Villarreal. On their way to the final, they also defeated Spanish Valencia, Portuguese Porto, and the Ukrainian Shakhtar Donetsk. Moving one tier up the ladder, we see the Champions League, where the last time we left off, Dortmund were crowned champions after defeating Manchester City in the final. In the next season, Manchester City managed to get revenge, and they did that against Barcelona on penalties after finishing 0-0 draw in the full time, in the regular time. City also defeated Real Madrid in the semis, Borussia Dortmund in the quarters, and Sevilla in the first knockout round. So indeed, they managed to get their revenge against Dortmund for the lost final previous year. In season 22-23, Atletico Madrid won the Champions League on penalties against Barcelona. After finishing 2-2 after extra time, Atletico Madrid also eliminated Manchester City in the semis, not Real Madrid, but Napoli from Italy in the quarters, and the English Tottenham with a comprehensive 4-0 on aggregate in the first knockout round. In the very last season of the Champions League, PSG, the French Paris Saint-Germain, were crowned champions of Europe after defeating English Manchester City 3-1. PSG also defeated Real Madrid in the semis, Tottenham in the quarterfinals, and Manchester United on penalties in the first knockout round. Apparently, things could have been very, very different if Manchester United won that penalty shootout. Now, the last thing that I want to see is the Ballon d'Or awards and who were the best players in the game for these 7 years. So we started 2018 where Lionel Messi won that award. Afterwards, Paulo Dybala, Antoine Griezmann, Lionel Messi again, Marco Verratti from PSG, and Kylian Mbappe, who is now playing for Manchester City, won the last Ballon d'Or. You can also see that second place in this very last year is Anthony Martial, who apparently has been bought by PSG from Manchester United. So let me just quickly have a look at Kylian Mbappe and when was he bought. 142 million pounds were paid by Manchester City to Paris Saint-Germain to get his signature. Let's also see Anthony Martial and what happened here. He was bought a long time ago for 100 million pounds from Manchester United. Two very impressive transfers. And if you also have a look, third placed here is Antoine Griezmann, who is also a French international. So top 3 for the Ballon d'Or for year 2023 is dominated by French players. I'm pretty sure that France are having a good time internationally as well. So let's have a quick look at that. So if we start with the calendar year 2018, we see that they got through the World Cup second round where they lost to Mexico. Afterwards, let's go to 2019. This was a qualification year. They recorded only wins, so a very good year for them. 2020 brought the European Championship and the newly formed European League. As you can see in the European Championship, they lost to Italy in the quarterfinal after extra time. And in the European League Division B, I think they won that one. Year 2021 brought World Cup qualifications with them, and you can see that France were very, very dominant that year. They won all of their matches. In year 2022, we have World Cup, and they lost the final to Italy. So Italy turns out to be the black cat for France in these years in the Football Manager 18 simulation. On the other hand, the European League Division A was not so difficult for them. They won 3 out of 4 games, and I think this means that they topped the table there. Year 2023 brought European Championship qualifications, which they won quite easily with one very, very big result, defeating Malta at home 11-0. I'm very curious to see how did this game play out. So let's see. Pogba hat-trick, Martial 2 goals, Mbappe scored 4 goals, Griezmann 1, and Adrien Rabiot another goal. So this was a very, very comprehensive win for France. Now the final year 2024, we have European Championship to be played. This is going to happen in July, which has not yet happened. We have stopped at the 2nd of June 2024. Having said that, I think that's enough, and we can close this experiment as complete. You see that Gareth Bale performed well, but not as well as some could have expected from him. If you haven't still seen the first part of my experiment, feel free to check it in my channel. I am also going to leave a link in the description. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe if you haven't already to receive notifications for when I upload new videos. In the meantime, you can also check out my social media listed in the description. Let me know what do you guys think about this experiment and what would you like me to do next? What would you like to see? I would love to hear from you in the comments. Until the next time, bye.